Plastic Pollution, a review by Azaruddin Husni bin Haji Nuruddin. Introduction. Plastic pollution has become one of the most pressing environmental issues as rapidly increasing production of disposable plastic products overwhelms the world's ability to deal with them. Plastic is a kind of polymer organic compound, which is a general term for thermoplastic molding materials such as filling, plasticizing, and coloring. According to the characteristics of the plastic after molding, it can be divided into thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic materials. The thermoplastic is a chain, linear, molecular structure that softens after being heated and can repeatedly replicate products. The thermosetting plastic has a network structure and is permanently deformed after being processed by heat and cannot be repeatedly processed. Plastic material in our life are usually polyethylene plastics, PE, including HDPE and LDPE, are often used as packaging materials. Polypropylene plastics, PP, are also often used as packaging materials and turnover boxes. Polystyrene plastics, PS, are often used as foam liners, and fast food lunch boxes. Vinyl plastic, PVC, is often used as a toy item, container, etc. Polyester plastic, PET, is commonly used to make beverage bottles. There are 4 methods for waste plastic disposal: incineration, landfill, recycling, and abandoned in natural environment. Plastic is artificial substance that is hard to decompose. Plastic decomposes very slowly under natural conditions, whereby it will take about 200 to 400 years to degrade, which will reduce the ability of the landfill to dispose of the garbage. Once waste plastic been burnt, not only producing a lot of black smoke, but also dioxin yield from the burning process. Literature reviews. This paper reviews the major characteristics of plastic pollution in the environment to enhance present understanding of this issue. These characteristics, including diversity, persistence, global issues, combined pollution, and threats to organism and human health, are critically summarized. Lee et al. 2021. This review paper has summarized different microalgae special used to synthesize bioplastic, their cultivation system, and methods for bioplastic production by using microalgae biomass, followed by multiple challenges, solutions, and prospects. Kayalia et al. 2022. The problem of plastic pollution is complex and will need coordinated actions such as recycling programs, correct disposal, stringent legislation, regular inspection, replacement of synthetic polymers with other materials, and ecological restoration. Current information indicates that the situation in freshwater ecosystems may be as detrimental as the pollution found in the ocean, although highly underappreciated. Azevedo Santos et al. 2021. Characteristics of plastic pollution, which are critical to understand this emerging problem, remain unknown up to now. Here, this paper reviews the major characteristics of plastic pollution in the environment to enhance present understanding of this issue. These characteristics include diversity, persistence, global issues, combined pollution, and threats to organism and human health, as are critically summarized in this work. Lee et al. 2021. Thailand plastic pollution. We found that 3 major barriers prevent Thailand's government, private sector, and citizens from engaging in the sort of collective action needed to reduce marine plastic pollution. They are: number 1, insufficient incentives to enact political change; 2, scalar disconnect in waste management; and 3, inadequate public and private sector ownership over plastic waste reduction. As the state alone cannot change corporate and consumer behaviors, we argue that multi-stakeholder efforts across organizational scales of governments and administrative boundaries are needed to address the barriers. Mark et al. 2020. Spain plastic pollution. The present work is a critical review based on all currently available literature that reports environmental status of marine plastic pollution, especially microplastic pollution in Spain. The three Spanish water areas with the highest presence of plastics are the Alboran Sea, the Gulf of Alicante, and the vicinity of Barcelona, probably related to fishing and industrial activities and high population densities. Finally, the work includes a revision of European and Spanish legislation about plastics and marine pollution and some strategies to reduce this kind of contamination in Spain. Martin Lara et al. 2021. Canada plastic pollution. This study analyzed brand audit and beach cleanup data in 4 densely populated Canadian cities: Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, Halifax, and a remote island, Sable Island, to determine efficacy of going single-use plastic (SUP) mitigation measures. Cities were found to have similar litter types, proportions, and 6 brands were found to disproportionately contribute to Canadian SUP litter, comprising 39% of branded litter collected. Results confirm that current Canadian SUP management appears to be insufficient to address leakage of SUPs into the environment. Recommendations to strengthen SUP management strategies and mitigate plastic pollution are recommended to improve future Canadian SUP reduction policies. Baxter et al. 2022. Norway plastic pollution. In Norway, Danish seine ropes and trawls are the fishing gears that contribute mostly to this pollution. The main reason for this pollution is that the seine ropes are dragged along the seabed over a considerable distance, creating a friction force that results in high ropes wear. This note reports the finding after examining the wear of Danish seine ropes used in Norwegian fisheries. The results show that in Norway alone, an average of 77 to 97 tons of plastic will be added to the sea annually due to the specific fishing gear, aggregated to include all fly dragging, anchor seining, and pair seining globally. This number is estimated to be about 311 tons per year. Syverson et al. 2022. Bangladesh plastic pollution. Current study investigates the impact of plastic pollution, including its most threatening form, microplastics, on environment and human health in Bangladesh. The study is based on critical review of existing literatures from the global perspective. It has been found that a major percentage of the used plastic is mismanaged in Bangladesh, posing a great threat to the environment and human health. Overall, this work is aimed at creating and urging the researchers to study the plastic pollution in Bangladesh comprehensively and raising a concern among the appropriate authorities to develop policies and impose necessary actions against plastic pollution before it is too late. Husni et al. 2020. Saudi Arabia plastic pollution. The total generated plastic PET waste from drinking water bottles in Saudi Arabia was estimated at 8,270,114 tons each year, which produced 26,790,851,000 tons of CO2 per year. When considering the consumption of plastic in the food industries, the impact becomes more severe and exponentially increases for the developing countries as compared to the developed countries. These phenomena demand a comprehensive solution that ranges from governmental policies to engineering solutions to lessen the use of plastic in minimizing global carbon emissions. Islam 2018. Malaysia plastic pollution. The crisis of plastic waste pollution in Malaysia appears to be snowballing at an unmatched rate. It has also been concerning to know that a large portion of plastic waste was never recycled. This research identifies and analyzes the ongoing issues with the crisis of plastic waste pollution and the current approaches being adopted in solving the crisis. The findings indicate that economic development, although beneficial, has given birth to capitalist market that eventually results in economic crisis. The study also points out the several efforts that has not been influencing the current plastic pollution mitigation in the country. Therefore, the study provides a better understanding of how human security can be factored into the crisis resolution of plastic waste pollution. A realistic transformation towards eco-effective nations hold the key to mitigation efforts. Raudah et al. 2020. Thank you. Dah dengar?